the Three Rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela. We are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. We take it in by Shaheed. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And the Seahawks.
Play action here on the first play from scrimmage. They want to see how the linebackers are going to react. Are they looking to stop the run? Or are they going to sit back in coverage? A really nice job there of going in attack mode early. And they pick up the quick first down.
And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And they'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles, knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Now it's Darnold. Throw out wide to Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
Ken Walker, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Throwing now is Rodgers. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's second down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
158.
Throwing is Rodgers. That's caught right side. It's Warren. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
That's a gain of
3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
A handoff to Warren. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the right sideline. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Calvin Austin, 70 yards. And the Steelers take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. And they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
These two teams all tied after 1. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing him to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Darnold now to throw. And he is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jackson Smith-Njigba. 26 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7.
Steelers 7.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. This one finds Wilson downfield. And all the way down to the 37. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 43 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now Rodgers. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Hey, take 26. Go to 50.
To throw is Rodgers. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. Done. $26. Hey, 88. Get 300. Get 300. Inside. Jump out. Stay right. Back north.
Now Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
That's good for a Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Take 30. Go to 50. Hey, you block. Yeah, this.
And again, it's Rodgers. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
58. Over. Take 30. Hey, take 26. Go to 50. 26.
Now Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On the give, it's Warren. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
I can't believe what I watched.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field.
58. Stay right. Back north. Inside. Jump out.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Now 2nd and 3. Now Darnold. Now he'll tuck this and run. Open man left side, so he has it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down. It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. He completes this to Walker. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
17 more yards.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Darnold wants to change it up. Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now 21-7.
Jason Myers to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
318. Get 300. Get 300.
Here's Rodgers. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this one too low.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll let it fly for Austin. This is caught at the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Calvin Austin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Boswell good with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Man in motion left, that's Smith and Jigba. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And this is incomplete. Looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Darnold. This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Deep to return is Scotty Miller. Fielded just inside the 20. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You block over here. Go to 50. Hey, check 26. Back north. Yeah, this.
Rodgers now to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Jump out.
Now it's Rodgers. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
258. Hey, Mike. 26. Inside. Get 300. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll try to pick it up himself. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Boswell's kick is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Man in motion left. That's Smith and Jigba. A final shot before the break. Darnold. They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Jason Myers to kick off.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
The Steelers, first down. First and 10 at the 30.
They'll run it, Warren. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. That good for 19 and a first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 42-yard line.
Go to 50. 50. Hey, you block over here. Back north.
Throwing now is Rodgers. That one out wide and intercepted.
Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're underway from Philadelphia. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Miami. Great. Check.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up. Offense in a hurry up here.
At the 28-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Silver, check.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And it's almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Hauled down by the first rounder out of Oregon, Derek Harmon.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd.
They go play fake with Hurts. Buying some time right. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield.
That's good for an Eagles.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Running left. This is Barkley. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Flushed out of the pocket. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out.
It's a gain of 20.
An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
They've worked it downfield very well to begin the drive. It's 1st and 10 at the 28. They give to Barkley, left side. They'll cobble together a yard there. Tackled by the venerable Cameron Hayward.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
A play fake now hurts to throw. He rolls to his right. He's running with it. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now. Offense in the hurry up here.
Another Eagles first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Gonna run with Barkley. And so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're gonna have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Leading 10 yards now as they line up. It's 2nd and goal.
73! 73! Are they with it? Control the line of scrimmage. Control it. Now left Yanni.
Hurts to throw. Makes the catch. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Just need 3 now to find the end zone on this first possession. It's 3rd and goal. Barkley. And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? It sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
And he'll get in. That gives him an 8-0 lead.
Steelers nothing.
And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. 8-0 is our score. We'll return to the link right after this.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And maybe making some better judgment here as he takes a knee and accepts the touchback. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They have 1st and 10. Now running for the first time with Jaylen Warren. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Offensive line fast. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. The defenders there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this third down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Rodgers going to throw here, third down. Down the field, he's got Wilson. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Warren here from the gun. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, you block over here.
Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Chased out to his right. Finds his back, Jaylen Warren. And he's going to work this down to the 32. Jalen Phillips finishing that play off. Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More football from the link coming up in just a moment. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Rodgers from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26.
Look at the 8, 26. Take 30. Back north. Hey, 88.
To the air on first down. Rodgers. Left side, caught by Metcalf. He works it down to the edge of the red zone. Is Reed Blankenship making the stop?
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Throwing again here, it's Rodgers. Just like the last play, Metcalf has it. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. The Steelers calling their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on it. And then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Hey, you block over here. Hey, 626. Inside.
From the red zone now. That's low and bounces short of his man.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. That's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
going. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 26.
They'll throw again. Rogers. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be third down.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. All right, look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
Hey, 88, jump out!
Throwing again, Rogers. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. Going for it with Warren. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a first and goal. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal.
Hey, check 20. Cat 300. Cat 300. Inside. Go to 50. Take 30.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. First time this game they've looked to him. It's second and goal.
Just about every play in an NFL game usually has a protagonist and antagonist, a good and a bad. The good there, the courage of that wide receiver. The bad, just could not haul it in.
319. 26.
To throw, Rogers. And he has the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers get their first points of this game just before halftime.
Touchdown, Steelers.
Mike Tomlin never afraid to go for 2. Has his offense out to do just that.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
26. Hey, 88. Now, Liz. Team right. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Jump out. Yeah, Liz.
We get a timeout. 8 seconds remaining before halftime. Defense had a chance to scheme it up, now lined up to defend this try.
Hey, take 26, 318.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Rogers trying to throw for it. And he makes the catch, and just like that, we're right back even at 8 apiece. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
They get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half.
Elliott to kick
Who
off
knows
for
when the deciding moment will come. We're underway in the second half of a deadlocked game. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. He's going deep. It's grabbed inside the 30. And this will reach the opposing 25-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
First down throw here by Rodgers. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
To throw again here on 2nd down. Rodgers. Jump off, caught by his back. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
26. Hey, 6'1", cat 300. Cat 300. Hey, 88. Again,
Rodgers. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up 4th and long. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that 1st down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
630. Inside. Here, Mike. 630. Back to north.
Back to throw it. He got it! Interception! Picked out by Quinion Mitchell. And the Eagles can only get the return up towards the 10 before they're taken down.
This is one of the toughest tests yet of this game for the defense so far, Kate. Boy, not only did they hold up, but they turned some momentum with that interception in the end zone.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Play action. Hurts has it. Headed out right. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
Must be paying these guys a day rate, not the hourly rate, because it took them just one play to answer interception for interception. We're right back, basically, to where we were 2 snaps ago, but with a whole lot of excitement in between.
He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And now they face 2nd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really
Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the North Shore of the Allegheny and Ohio Rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the San Francisco 49ers and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Ready to get this game started, here's Eddie Pinheiro. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. Johnson with a return here. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Play action here with Rodgers. Oh, they're going deep here right off the rim. Brought in inside the 20. And this is all the way to the 13-yard line.
63 yards.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Hey, take 26.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. And he gets a few on the punch forward.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Rodgers will look to throw. This one's caught. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 6-0 lead right away. So that right there, exactly what you're looking for in the opening drive of a game.
And these opening drives are tone setters. You come out flat, maybe go 3 and out. Sometimes there's a carryover effect, Kate. But here, they were sharp, they were crisp, and they grabbed the early lead.
Chris Boswell to kick off.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Sky Moore on the return. He's brought down just inside the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Purdy throwing here to start. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? That's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
He's pushed straight ahead next, maybe a yard at most. Stopped by the perennial All-Pro and Defensive Player of the Year contender. That's T.J. Watt.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Third and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side. Purdy trying on fourth down. Pass brought in by Jennings. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They stun this defense. They pick up 14 on fourth, and they pick up the first down, too.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on fourth down, it may mean sometimes throwing into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Purdy now on 2nd and 10. Hits him on the out route. And he gets this very close to that first. It's going to be third and short at the 35.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
So some time to maybe reconsider what to do on fourth down. That's the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. All right, they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. Purdy now on fourth down. Kittle makes the catch. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. That's good for a couple of yards. And the fourth down call pays off as they'll move the chains.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Great opening drive continues. 1st and 10 at the 33. From the gun is Purdy. This is thrown towards a defender instead. Man, he's the one who makes a play on the football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
So still 10 to go on second from the 33-yard line. Shotgun snap for Purdy. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Get set.
Here he goes, third and long. Another drop. The last two plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this fourth down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
And they don't get the catch they need there. The hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
First down now, ball at the 33. Rodgers from the gun. And the 49ers rush gets home, and they drop him. Goes to the hurry up here.
Loss of 11. It's 2nd and 21 at the 22-yard line.
50. Back floor. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Flip again.
Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Roman Wilson reels it in. Racing down the left side. He could do it. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers double their lead to 14. Now Boswell on to send this away. Moore with a return. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or two short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Well, for more than a couple of first downs away, it is second and quite a bit after that sack. Here's Purdy to throw. Into the hands of Kittle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
Third and 2, Brock, as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from Acrisure Stadium in just a moment. Third and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. It's caught. Pearsall has it. He's at the 30. The 10. At the 5. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers making a one-score game before halftime. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return starts at the 9. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. Pressure coming. Rodgers. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Rodgers throwing again on second. That's caught by Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he's brought down at the 30, right near that line of gain.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
It's Warren on third down. And he gets this one out to the 40-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
So after the incompletion, still at that 40-yard line for 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. Complete to DK Metcalf. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The Steelers calling their first timeout. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Rodgers set to pass. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
319, 50. Hey, take 26. Slip again.
Throwing again, Rodgers. 49ers close it in, and down he goes. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
We talk so much about decision-making, and often it's the decision of where to throw it, right? Reading the defense, finding the right coverage to attack. But there's also great decision-making that comes with just getting rid of the football, just avoiding sacks. They are so detrimental. And that one, man, he ate up a ton of yards.
58. 26. 30. Get 300. Get 300. Hey, 88. 80 inside. Stay right. Look at you.
It's 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Upton Stout. And he's taken down, but before that offense comes out, they may want to wait a second. We've got a flag down, and it is in the backfield. Never a good time to rough the passer, Brock, but 3rd down, that hurts even more. Gives him the first.
58.
Running it after the penalty. That played good for, looks like about 6. 2nd down upcoming. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Back north. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers to throw. Going all the way to the end zone here. Catch is made, but he is out of the back of the end zone. Could not get his feet down, partner. This one's going to end up incomplete.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and did. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
And with that one, you're going to see some salty, foul moods in that locker room. You hate all turnovers, but that one led to 3 points, and you hate those even more.
And he tried to finesse that one far too much. It doesn't come close to the landing zone, so set this drive up at the 40. One last play before the break. Throwing here just before halftime. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. Now Boswell on to send this away. Moore with a return. And not a bad place for them to start, up past the 30-yard line.
You don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
New set of downs for him from the 31. The Steelers calling their first timeout, as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. New set of downs for him from the 31. Purdy throwing here on first. Got for big yards on the right side. Hits the 20. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. George Kittle, the touchdown. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Right down the middle. It's good. And the 49ers cut it to a field goal game.
49ers 14. Pinheiro set to kick off.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Johnson now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. To throw is Rodgers. That's him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down. First and 10 at the 41.
So first down from the 41. Blitz coming for Rodgers. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Back to the line they come, second down. Throwing again here, it's Rodgers. Austin's there to haul it in. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Steelers have a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
We got 300. Got 300. Hey, take 20. Yeah, live.
He'll throw again, Rodgers. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up second down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Again, Rodgers. Toward the sideline and caught by Wilson. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35.
14 yards.
They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
34-yard line.
Win 18. Over.
Still sticking with the passing game. Same guy, Wilson again. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers make it a 10-point ball game. Now Boswell on to send this away. Moore with a return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10. From the gun is Purdy. Right side, and that's secured by Kittle. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Second down now, 7 to go. Purdy throwing here. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. They just get the play off. Hits his running back. He won't find much there as it reaches the 41. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. It's 49ers ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode here. They trail to start the fourth. Five still to go here. This is second down. To the air again. Purdy. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Sticking to the air here. It's Purdy. Kittle makes the catch. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
To throw again, it's Purdy. Finding McCaffrey with the dump off. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Again, it's Brock Purdy. And the steel curtain just too much. He's taken down. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
It's double-edged sword. I totally understand. These quarterbacks today are so athletic, and they love to keep plays alive, but it can turn smaller losses into much bigger setbacks like we see yet again.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down.
Get set, get set. Hey, team!
3rd and long for him here. He's going deep this time. He will score. It's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers make it a 4-point game here in the 4th.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Now Purdy leading the offense up to go for 2. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. Following that timeout, they're lining up. They're going to try to come up with 2 points.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Here's Purdy to throw for it. And he reels it in for 2, so now a field goal would get them the lead.
Steelers 24, 49ers 22.
Well, Brock, the run's certainly an option as they lined up for 2, but as an offense, what are you looking for when you decide to throw it instead?
Well, you've spent all week working on these plays, and usually you have 2 or 3 that you like. That run game, you're right, you can run it. But there's so much more space with creativity in the passing game. And good offenses, elite offenses, they find a way not just to practice it, but to execute it when it matters.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
No, go to 50. Hey, you block up. Go to 26. Back north. Get 300. Get 300. Look again.
Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. That brings up 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
This finds Austin, complete. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
319.
Rodgers from the gun. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off of that game. A 28-yard pickup there. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers up by just a couple of points. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
26.
Throwing again, Rodgers. He's got a man left. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
319. Get 300. Get 300.
On second down, Warren still has some space inside the 35. And it's going to be a win for the Steelers. He gets them the first, and they can run this clock out.
It's a gain of 11.
Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. 1st and 10, he keeps it on the option. And this is going to be just what this defense ordered. A great play to back these guys up, shift the momentum a little here in the 4th.
Brought down back at the
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
They're going to pass it here. It's a screen play to Warren. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. Ooh, the hard count worked. Somebody jumped. I think this is going to give them the first. Well, it's not a long walk to the new spot, but it is a disappointing one to make. Instead of 3rd down, they're now defending 1st and 10. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with a penalty. So we jump too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Sign quarterback run here. Well, Brock, the fans, all right, here we go, Steelers, as they take the win on the North Shore. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So that's it for us here. Brock Huard, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.